Hello everyone, what I bring to you today is the carving technique of Nixing pottery, landscape carving. Let's take a look. Landscape carving, it is generally used as a decoration on our tables and cups, mainly to show the effect of line engraving. And then the main performance of landscape is that there are layers. So it needs to be decorated with some plants. If you can put some houses and figures, or put some distant sailing boats on it, then the whole artistic conception is even more far-reaching. So when carving, pay attention to the difference of its levels. For example, in the foreground and in the background, and the creation of its artistic conception. Next, I will let everyone take a look at this kind of line engraving of shui, how to engrave it on a Nixing pottery. First of all, we first put a mud body. In order to facilitate everyone's observation, I have to apply ink on it. We can only engrave after the ink dries. In this area of ink, which is area we want to curve. In this area we have to compose its picture. There are mountains, water plants, etc. Before we curve, put these good compositions on top of this area. Now wait for it to dry on the surface. We can start carving. We can see this area, such a long area. There must be a mountain connected to a mountain, and there are some sailboats on the water. We plan to compose a picture like this, then we start carving from the higher mountain on the left. When carving, sculpt from the tip of the mountain downwards, because mountains and rocks need to have a stronger effect. So when we are moving the knife, it can be relatively elongated. Use some hard lines. And when it's trailing, we can also be relative. Make these lines more realistic. Then we are going to the beach or the river. Its ups and downs are relatively simple. We can flatten and slow it down. And the distant mountains in the background we can also be relatively simple. Pay attention to the level of the mountain, should not connect all the lines. Let each of its foreground, middle ground and background have some differences, especially some background since we are going to paint. We have to tape it lightly. One after another, the level comes out. Especially when it comes to the water edge, we can have some small stones in the water. Then there are some trees. Some trees should appear. Then we have some mouse bows on the mountain. It's the point of the mouse in our traditional Chinese painting. Add important contour lines. We can deepen a bit. Especially in low places, you can paint plants, such mountains and some small plants. We use such a form of expression. Next to this one on the right, we understand it as water surface. Then we draw a few small sailboats on the water. A small sailboat with a simple hull. Draw a sails. Hull. To a sail, there are some differences in size and distance. In this way, the feeling of the water surface is drawn. The hull effect is basically. Then we sort out some of the details of the horizon. It's more comfortable and pleasing to the eye. Basically, the landscape we carved is completed. Everyone can take out a mud body right now and practice it.